Alright. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. The event that you have been waiting for, the PinkFae 1v1 finals between Elune and Bird, is just about to begin. We are super excited. And you are here with all the exclusive action. My name is Play with Kimberly, your caster of the evening. And we have the Dire and the Radiant, Elune and a Bird Above the Sea, blind picking 1v1. It's the best of 5. And we are entering the game right now. A Bird Above the Sea and Elune fighting for the grand prize of $250. Along with the second place will receive $150. And of course, the bragging rights of saying that you've won the first PinkFae Dota 2 League 1v1 tournament. And of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, the Wave Gamers, Impetus Esports, and last but not least, PinkFae herself, for sponsoring the tournament out of her own pocket and making the ticket free to all spectators. First things first, we're going to get Elune with her Lena pick, going for the Null Talisman and Tangos. And meanwhile, we have our Viper. Looks like a Bird Above the Sea may want to go for the fast bottle build. Oh, looks like I am mistaken. We're going for the Wraith Band, the intelligent-based stats item. And only 50 seconds until the finals have officially begun. Good luck, have fun out of both of the women. And a nice little cute courier following behind Shroomy. And of course we have Azamir, the dragon courier for the backwards winged dragon snake guy. And as mentioned, final prize, $250 plus, of course, the trophy. And second place will just come with $150 and no bragging rights. Let's get this match begun. Elune doing a very good job of getting the block going. Let's take a look at Viper. Looks like we have a slight advantage on Viper. Just going back and forth, but no range creep up in the front for either side. Looks like it's going to be actually about even. No huge advantage on either side. A little bit of harassment damage. And of course, we're going to take a look at the last hits and denies. A Bird Above the Sea going to be at a little bit of an advantage after the fact because of that corrosive skin magic resistance of 25%. Going to make it a little bit harder for Elune to really be able to nuke down a Bird Above the Sea. But oh, here we go. Lots of damage back and forth, but of course that poison touch extremely deadly, but it doesn't look like a Bird Above the Sea wants to go in. Unsure if the Light Strike Array was up. Viper sitting at a little bit more of an advantage. With a tiny bit more health, of course, that tower. Taking a little bit of chip damage. And Elune gonna pop herself another good old yummy tree tango. And start regenerating up that health. A Bird Above the Sea taking that magic resistance. Only sitting at about 10% now, but 25% at level 2. That's going to put her at about 32% magic resistance base. And that means Lena is going to have, as we mentioned, a little bit of a harder time getting that Laguna Blade damage off. It's more of a ticking time bomb for Elune, and this match might end up going a little bit later than we think. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it's the first to 2 kills, or whoever loses their tier 1 tower. And it could be as simple as being slightly outplayed. And we should mention there is a regeneration rune at the bottom. Bounty rune has been picked up on the Viper. And it looks like they are going to be going for a bottle. Whether or not the Viper is going to be going bottle is to be determined. So far in the PinkFae tournament, no Viper has gone bottle, even with the ability to delay the amount of runes when they want to use them. Have a little bit of extra regen. Mana's not so much of an issue, but it does look like Elune doing an excellent job of securing those last hits. 14-1 in comparison to 7-1. And that does mean that bottle is going to be coming out on Shroomy, the good old courier. And a little bit of extra gold, Elune will be able to upgrade that courier at 3 minutes if she so wishes. A bird above the sea, just casually trying to grab himself some harassment and a couple last hits. That poison auto attack doing a significant amount of damage to Lena. She is going to have to pick up this regeneration rune bottom. She does have decent vision and kind of knew that a bird above the sea had gone for top rune, so she's going to pick up that bottom rune. And that regen is really important. It allows her to spam the Dragon Slave a little bit more and maybe get a minuscule amount of harassment on a bird above the sea. But of course, bird level 5 going for the corrosive skin now. Remember, at level 6, Viper could potentially go use the Viper Strike against Elune. And Elune is a little bit behind in overall XP, just slightly because of those rune grabs. If a bird above the sea gets level 6 before, that Viper Strike could be the difference between taking the first blood and getting a big advantage. Or taking a Laguna Blade to the face. Alright, 4-minute rune is up. And regeneration getting popped out of Arlena. There we are. Is going to get some right clicks on the tower. Level 3 Fiery Soul is up. And there is big potential for some good damage. Whether or not Elune has seen the bird above the sea, which is fairly obvious that she did. It looks like the time outside of lane is going to put Viper at a little bit of a disadvantage, sitting only at level 5. And easily within the kill ratio, and it is good to see the Viper is going to opt for the bottle. However, unfortunately, still will have to return to Fountain. Elune sitting at 30 last hits now. Remember, Elune was one of the favorites to win this tournament. Now, there comes a bird above the sea. There is going to be a Light Strike array. Is there? It's easy first blood for Elune using the Laguna Blade. Unfortunately, the aggressive teleport. Oh, a bird above the sea has disconnected. Perhaps we will pause just for a moment. And first game will go to Elune. Best out of 5. First game down. Imperium for Horp taking the first victory of the day. And whether or not a bird above the sea accidentally disconnected, we'll end up finding out in the post game. See you in the next round. Game 1 of 5. And this is the PinkFae 1v1 Female Dota League Tournament.